And today I'm going to be starting a new series on how to build. So I'm here in my how-to world to teach you guys how to build a fairly big house. So normally I'd have something here to show you on basically how we're going to build it, but for this series we're going to be building from scratch. So sorry I haven't uploaded in a couple of days. I've been working on a new Kraber montage for you guys to watch. I'll give you a little sneak peek now, so go watch that. That'll be rolling up about now. Okay guys, now you've watched that, I'm going to get into actually what the series is all about. So this series, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build a big house. It's just the basics of a house. You don't have to exactly copy my design, but just teaching you a new aspect of the house each week, and then eventually you can put your own house together. And yeah, and then you'll be a great builder just like me. Well, I'm not actually that great, but I have my share of building skills. So this series, for this episode, we're going to be focusing on framework. Then we'll be doing walls. Then we'll be doing roofing. Then we'll be doing exterior details, and then just to finish off this part of the series, we're going to be doing the interior. And I will do this with many different aspects of building, but for this we're going to be doing a house. So I'll see you when we start doing the framework, because this is a super fat world, obviously. So anyway, I reckon we'll get started on what framework actually is. So framework is the logs that go round the outside of the house to give it its shape. So you can have a simple frame like this, and you can have the walls like this on it, so they're in line with it. And I don't have anything wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with this, just there is no depth to it. So if I were to build a house like this, and I put like an A-frame roof on it or something, it would look fairly bare, because the walls have nothing interesting in them. Like, the only bit that will give it any detail is the roof. So how I'm going to be teaching you to do framework is I'm going to have a larger scale house, and I'm going to show you how to add on just little bits of framework. Like here I could add on a little bit, and as you can see, that already adds a little bit of shape to the actual build. So now let's have a look at the bottom. And I'll actually put frame here. You can just see how much better this looks now that it's got that shape to it. And you can have these logs here, and then you can have that as planks. It's really up to you, but to me, I think that looks quite good. And the framework of these logs, if you didn't understand that. So that's sort of the basics of framework. But I'm going to teach you how to do framework, but with depth. So now we'll go over here, and we're going to do a larger scale build. So what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to go up by 10, or however high you want to go. But I reckon that'll be high enough for me. And now, because you need space in between it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 7 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Wait, is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna want to match up here. And so that's the starting of the framework. And then we're gonna want to run that across. And of course you can have this a bit wider, which is actually what I'm gonna do here. Because if you don't like it, you don't have to have it like that. So I can go this wide. So I think that looks a little bit better. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go out 10 blocks. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then from here we're gonna build up so this all joins. And then you get the basic idea of what I'm gonna do. So I'm quickly just gonna time lapse me building the frame to this house. So yeah, see you in a second. Okay guys, now that that time lapse is over and done with, sorry I got a little bit confused halfway through, Now that that time lapse is over and done with, we can have a look at the framework for this episode. So what we've got done here is we've got the basic outline for the house we're gonna build. So you can do this design at any scale, but I've gone 7 in the middle of these sides. I've gone 20 back there, and then I've met that along. So that would be that's quite a lot of blocks. I don't know how many blocks it is. And then these pillars are 10 blocks up. So now how I'm gonna make it depth. How I'm gonna give this depth is I'm gonna give it blocks on the inside. So let me just give you an example of quickly of just past the wall. So we've got that little bit of depth, plus we can have some glass, and we're gonna have some depth out the side. So it's gonna be a really deep house. But we'll get onto the wall depth in the next episode of this house building tutorial series. So I reckon there's one thing left to say, and that is thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.